Alright? So you can use a handle.
Hi guys, my name is Rickson. Welcome to the Give Thanks podcast, and today we will be discussing my personal process into the US. I know a lot of guys from Trinidad, Caribbean, even internationally, because I have a couple of international teammates also interested in studying into the US. So today we'll just be talking about that process and what it was like for me, any information I could share. So a little background about myself. I'm originally from Trinidad and Tobago, which is a very small island in the Caribbean. Native language is English, in case people don't know. And I went to the US in 2019 at a junior college called Southeastern Community College in Iowa, which was an experience. From there, I transferred to a school in New Jersey called Sussex County Community College, which was a very good experience. I got a lot of minutes in and built a really good relationship with a lot of the players and stuff like that. After that, I transferred to a Division II university in North Carolina called Lees McRae, which I'm currently attending, and I will be a senior in the coming fall. So the very first step, in case people don't know, is a highlight video. Coaches want to see how the player plays, who they're investing into, what position they play, all these stuff. So with COVID-19, obviously in the Caribbean, I don't know about other countries, it is difficult to get footage right now due to lockdowns and certain protocols, but any kind of footage that you have, training, doing drills personally, any small groups that you could probably gather up and try to get any kind of video from would obviously be very helpful for them. They understand that it is a pandemic and they are willing to make any kind of adjustments. So your highlight video should entail your name, your school, different positions that you play, any stats that you may have, your date of birth, and your contact information. What I used personally were games that I had with my club team and any kind of footage that I had with my school team as well. It also included some small sliding and unofficial games. So I was trying to get anything that I could use to make a highlight video. Next step, after you made that highlight video, you would obviously want to post it on YouTube, and that YouTube link will be used in your coach's email. So when it comes to emailing and contacting coaches, my advice would be to reach out to any friends or family that you may have abroad or know abroad, currently studying with any schools in any state that you're familiar with or have family next to, and get that coach's email, get the coach's names, and that would be able to help you tailor your highlight video and how you want to get in contact with that coach. So in your coach's email, the first thing that you want to do is get the coach's name, obviously. I know some people, they send like a general email, but coaches would like to see that you took the time to at least know their name and have it at the beginning of the email. In your email, you would still put which country that you came from or which state that you're in, your preferred foot that you choose. If you're a player that you're comfortable with both, that is also an interesting note to add. Your playing style. Everyone's playing style is different, but it's also good for coaches to know what type of player they are getting. You could also do research on the team, I would say, on how they play, so you could see how you could add something to their team, or in what way you could add something to their team. That would also be helpful in your email. You could also conclude by saying you would like to continue the conversation instead of dropping the email abruptly. So in conversation with a coach, you would say you would like for the conversation to continue and discuss further. It would be kind of hasty to just speak about scholarships and financial aid in the very first conversation. One tool that was helpful for me, no promotion or anything to this page, but Spencer Miller Marketing Tools was very useful. His page has all the coaches' emails, Division 1, Division 2, Division 3. He also has USL 2 and USL 1 emails of coaches, and also MPSL, so definitely something to look into. Most importantly, in your email, you want to have your YouTube link within that email from the highlight video that you previously created. Alright, so after you made your highlight video, sent out your emails, I would just speak on what coaches would probably be asking you or what conversations you might expect to have. So the coaches will want to know your GPA. This is your grade point average. The conversion or how you're converting CSEC to American GPA might be a little difficult, so I'm not too versed on that topic, but with some research, I'm sure you guys can figure it out. They might ask for your SATs. They will talk about budget and your personal budget and your family's budget, and they will give you a course breakdown on how much to attend that school and how much your spending will be like per semester or for the year. Okay, just to go over, some coaches may or may not ask for your GPA, but it will be good that you know this offhand, and they also may or may not ask for your SATs. In my personal opinion, SATs is something good to have because for players that are going to junior college or even probably in a university, they may ask for this later on. So if anyone out there is thinking about doing SATs or think that it's not really worth the investment or worth the time, definitely something to look into. Everyone is different, everyone has their own personal opinion on it, but I view it as something important to have. In terms of your budget, I would advise that you sit down with your family, make a plan on how much money you're willing to save, how you're going to save it. I had a job before I migrated to the US, and I saved up a couple decent amount of money before I was able to head out. So it is very difficult to have a full ride scholarship, especially as a Caribbean student. But I think that players that put stuff in place and able to finance themselves should find it a little easy to accommodate. In terms of the course breakdown, the school will tell you how much it costs to attend their school for a year, and this will include tuition, room and board, whether you're staying on campus or off campus. They will also may or may not make an offer in that one singular email and tell you how much they're offering you and just show you the difference that you will have to come up to later on. So you would need a copy of your transcript. Some coaches would ask for a complete game, a recent game that you had as extra footage for them to assess and to see you in a live match. Another thing that you would probably hear, or some terms that you would hear in your conversation, is out-of-pocket costs. This simply means that the money that you will be able to spend and finance yourself outside of the scholarship or outside of the offer that they made you. They would ask for GPA, as I said previously, and the major or minor that you're interested in studying in that program. So after you made your highlight video and you emailed your coaches and you have been accepted to the school of your choice or got a good offer from, hopefully, you will be in discussion with someone called your international advisor. Being an international student, there are certain documents that you would need before traveling and attending the school. This international advisor would help you with documents such as your I-20, your student visa, assisting you with stuff like your CIFIS fee, and how to go about your visa application and visa process. Firstly, depending on what conversations you have with your international advisor, in my opinion, I would say you would need to ask for your international student application form. If you would need to submit your high school transcripts, I think they would ask for this as well. They would ask for a copy of your passport. So for the declaration of finance, which is a document you would have to submit, this would simply show your cost without scholarship. The declaration of finance would need to be supported with a bank statement that will show the cost to attend the school and that you simply have the necessary income or money in your bank account, whether it be from family, friends, businesses, etc., that will compensate for the cost to attend the school. So your international advisor will help you with this document and how to fill it out. It would also show your source of funds. So for someone like me, did not receive a full ride, or players that did not receive a full ride, will have to show your source of funds, whether it be from family, from friends, businesses, yourself, etc. So, onto the process of your visa. You would apply for a visa as you usually would in your respective country, whether it be online or physically. A key note that you would need before you get your visa appointment is the payment of a service fee, which is 200 US. The price may change, so you would need to check online to confirm. You would also need a copy of your I-20, which the school is going to send to you and would advise that you take to your visa appointment. So, an additional keynote before I wrap up this video. One thing I would like to add is traveling. So, as an international, you would need obviously your I-20 document to travel, your visa, the US visa, which would be in your passport obviously. You would need to show these things. Personally, I think students should find out about transportation and pickup from the airport that they're getting to in America and to the college. You would also need to get information about the room that you're staying in, whether there is a bed available, mattress available, just any kind of information you could get about what your room would contain, so that you don't go there and now decide to take care of these expenses. Another thing you would need to know, that is useful, is that state-to-state traveling only requires your passport, not the I-20 document. So once you're in America, they would just ask for your passport, whether you be from New York to New Jersey, New York to Washington, etc. So yes guys, that's it for this video. I hope that I was able to provide as much information as I can about the recruiting process as an international student and someone from the Caribbean. It may vary for you depending on where you are, but this information I think is general, and hopefully it helped at least one person to make this process a little easier. To my knowledge, there is no age limit on whether or not you're interested in going to the US to study. I've met players that are 27, 26 that played with me when I was in a junior college, so it just depends on you and your individual situation. So please please remember to share this video with any loved ones or any friends that this might be useful for. Please subscribe and look out for any new videos that we will be posting on this page. So remember to stay safe and give thanks.